So you guys got to understand this year, you got to step up to the plate and be ready for every season and every reason. Okay. Now I'm going to break down some of your goals set up. Some of you have not maybe goals set, but I'm going to touch bases on some things of 7 things. And then 7 means what? Complete, complete, complete. So I want you guys to get your pens, your journals out. And we're going to go through 7 things this year that I want you guys to really understand. 7 questions I want to ask you. 7 questions, okay? Not suggestions, these are questions. What do you want your ACM business to do for you? Write that down. What do you want your ACM business to do for you? You know, buy a new house, car, take my wife to Hawaii or the Bahamas, or whatever it may be for you. And I can go back over 30 plus years of showing my goals. I mean, what do you want ACM to do for you the next 30 days or by year end? Are you breaking it down? What do you need to do to get there? I want to be an RD. Okay. How many more days? Well, by the next convention in March. Okay. How many days is that? I don't know. Break it down. How many customers I do a day? Or break that down. Break it down like eat elephant, one bite at a time. What must I do? And stay faithful to it. You know, during December, some of the real superstars, I went out and got their 3 names and numbers. See, I mean, Mr. Patton, he's still leading the pack. He goes out even Christmas, he went out and got some. But the thing of it is, what I'm trying to get you across to you is, you gotta draw the line and say, and make a sacrifice, and really stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it. You know, we heard people would start colleges, hundreds of people, thousands, and by a year later, only a handful. Well, that's not unusual because some people just don't stick with anything. I remember in my last company, Vice President Steve Smith said, "I'm looking for the perfect letter," and this is what it say: "Hey, I've quit things in the past. I'm quitting this company tonight, and I'm looking forward to quitting many more things in life." Don't be a quitter, be a winner. Stick with it. If my parents were alive today, sitting right next to him on my left or right, and I said, I got to go to the bathroom and I'll be right back. But before I went, I said, hey guys, I'm going to the moon. You know what my parents would say? They look at each other and say, I don't know. And they tell y'all, he going. We don't know when, but he going. Because I've always been the kind of person to do what I say I'm going to do. What about you? You know, the past is the past. Start off a brand new year the right way. So what do you want your ACM business to do for you? Write it down and stick with it. And when you write these things down, stick them up in your bathroom, stick them up in your car, make 10 or 15 copies, stick them around the house so you can see it visually every day. Visually every day. I even got my dad before he passed away, had his goals in the bathroom on the mirror and in his truck. So important, so important, so important, so important. And why, before we go any further, talking about ACM to do for you, let me ask you guys a question. Since the last 2 or 3 days, how many of you guys got a 1, 2, or 3 leads? Put in the chat. Let's figure out. In the last couple of days, let's see who the champions are. Still got 1 or 2 or 3 leads. Put in the chat real quick. Put in the chat. Put in the chat. Put in the chat. What did you get? I got 5 numbers myself. Okay, Kenny Henderson got 2. Yeah, Weston Herbert up in New York City got 2 leads. Congratulations. Miss Jones down in South Carolina got 2 leads. Bill Bailey with 3 leads. Go ahead, champion. Love it. Rick K, 1 lead and 1 video sent out. Oh, Mr. Waller, 3 leads, 1 Zoom customer. Oh, Mr. Curtis Evans, 4 leads, regional director. That's why he lead the pack. Mary Moulton, 1 lead. Congratulations. All right, who's got a customer and what kind of customer in the last 3 or 4 days? Dave Culver, 1 lead. Congratulations. Danny Payne up in Alberta, 3 leads and 2 videos. All right. Anybody got a customer in the last couple of days since we all got together on Friday? Customer, and what type of customer? Curtis Evans got 1 customer, me. I love it. He signed himself up. I love it. Miss Jones got 1 Vivid. Congratulations. Corbett McCrae's got 2 Zooms and 1 Vivid. Jackie Black got 2 Zoom customers. Congratulations. I love it. I love it. I love this business. Man, I love it. I love it. Okay, who's got an IBO in the last 24 to 48 hours since Friday? Who's got an IBO in? And maybe not even IBO, but IBO and qualified, or somebody signed up for international or a regional. We'll do this real quickly because I am just fired up right now. Man, I'm just excited about your future this year in 2023. And Miss Woods couldn't make the call. I said, look at God. He wants me to start it off, not her. Okay, I get it. All right. With that said, let's move on. Jackie Black got one IBO. Oh, customer qualified. Congratulations. Wow. Wow. Okay, there we go. That's how you start the year off. Now, number one question. Let's go back. What do you want your ASIN business to do for you in the next week, 7 days, 30 days, by year end? Now, if you want that level of success, you got to put it in, the work in. Number two, what are you willing to give up to go up? And I'll never forget, Greg Primazano echoed that to me when I was backstage in Baltimore, Maryland, in 2008. He echoed it to me backstage. He says, what are you willing to give up to go up? He said, Al Thomas, when you're going to draw the line in the sand and step over it, it gets senior vice president knocked out. I was RVP at the time. That fired me so much. I tell you what, I worked so hard to following 2008, the rest of 2008, starting in October, actually August, September, October, November, December. I hit in January, February 2009. I walked as a senior vice president. Some of us, watch this. Don't let this be you. You have a good team, all of a sudden your team fall away and you get distracted. Now you start doing other things, selling pictures and, coffee alongside the roadside. I'm just joking. But stay focused. Go back and build it. I'm going to tell you something. 3 times my organization fell apart. And I kept building. I said, if somebody else did it, listen up. Here's a tidbit. Why can't I? I can do it too. And I kept going until I got there, Diane Borkins. Didn't stop, didn't turn around. And I don't compare myself with anybody. Neither should you. Don't look left, don't look right. Don't compare yourself. Here's your competition is you. Be the competition with you. All right. So what are you willing to give up to go up? Is it TV? Is it going out bowling? Whatever it may be, what are you willing to give up to go up in 2023? Now, next thing, number 3, are you really committed to the goals? Are you really committed? Are you really committed? And why are you so committed? If you're so committed, where's the proof? Where's the proof? The proof would be in your numbers. Where's the proof? If I looked at your back office, what I've seen you change in the last 30 days, that's the proof. The proof would be getting a check in from ACN every week. That's the proof. Not the conversation like Dean Terrell says. The proof, the back office don't lie. It's all in the back office. What's your proof? What's your proof? What's your proof? All right, number four. To make number 1, number 2, and 3 a reality, work. You must do the work. You must do the work. You must be committed. Go all in. What does that mean, Mr. Thomas? Internationals, yes. Events in 2023, yes. No exceptions, no excuses. Now, somebody called me up and said, Mr. Thomas, I would have had several people actually have called me, text me, what must I do to get to where you're at? You think I have that conversation at least once or twice a week. You'd be surprised. People are just stuck. They really don't want to know. Well, somebody asked me, what did you do, Mr. Thomas, to do those 8,000 apps consistently for a few months? And it hit me back in December, and I shared it with you. And I said this, things you must do, not suggested, but you must do. That's right, David Enlow, you remember, in 2023. And I told you this in last year. And in the beginning of December. Here again, write this down. Some of you still won't get it. Some of you will still be stuck. Your predecessors and people around you be taking off like a rocket ship. Number 1, go get 3 leads a day, every day. 3 leads. If you got a job, 1 in the morning, boop, 1 in the afternoon, boop, 1 evening, boop, 3 a day. Now, these 5 steps is all I did. Number 2, send out at least 1 to 3 videos per day. How hard is this? Back in the old days, we had to load the car up with stuff and go across town. And now we can send a video across the world in seconds. How is it you don't do that? In seconds. You got the whole day. What if it took you 15 minutes a day to send out videos? You got 23 and a half more. How do we not do this? Number 3, follow up on the people you sent the video to. Follow up. Jim Rose always said the money's in the what? Follow up. And God bless you. Some of you text Mr. Thomas, I'm not strong on that. And all I said text back was get better at it. Some people say, I hate to read. Well, start learning to read. Get better at it. because every leader I know reads whether they like it or not, and or take notes. There's people on this call still don't take notes. Blows my mind. But yet still they want the income. There you go, Rick K out in Hawaii. There you go. And step number 3 is follow up, and then also sign them up. Sign them up. It's like STP. See the people. Show the people. Well, you send the information out. And step number 3 of that is shock the people. STP. Shock the people. And then the 4th step of STP is size. My German's coming out. Size the people. Let's go. You got to see them, right, to get their name and number. Real simple. Send the people that shock. Show the people. Show them the information. Once you see an opportunity, like we have so many with other people, other MLMs to join our company, shock them. Mr. Evans has brought in this heavy hitter from another company. This guy is shocked. He said, all this money on the table, we have nowhere near this kind of money in our program. And then he signed up, and he signed up a few more superstars. It's so simple, folks. These are the basic steps, and I'm going to keep everything basic this year. You know, Mr. Baker said something a week or two ago to me. He said, you know what, we have a lot of people with personal development, but very few people training on what to do. I'm training on what to do and how I did it. Okay. Step number 4, follow up. I'm sorry, number 4, qualify them. Who is that? Miss Jackie Black said, I got one in the system and I got them qualified. God, let's give her a hand. She got them qualified. Wow, powerful. And then after you go qualify them, you train them. On what? Paul M said, on what? On step 1, 2, and 3. And 4. God, this is so. Listen, if you're not doing these things, you're really not doing HCN. And number 5, get them to an event. Get them to an event. I'm going out to South Carolina. How many days is it? I don't even rock my calendar yet. I'm going out to South Carolina. I'm bringing Vivid with me on the road. And I said the guys have 50 people and 25 customers signed up. Mr. Evans stepped up as a leader should. He says, no, we're going to have 100 people and we're going to have 50. I said, whoa, see, that's what I'm talking about. Get them to an event. Get them to the International Summit in March. We have an event in January coming up in Southern California. Get them to an event. You're at Orin Solomon's, always talking about get them to an event that's bigger than you, that's better than you. Get them to an event. 5 simple steps, folks. I'm going to preach and teach this all year long. I'm going to go back to what got me in the big 8,000 per ops going in. Now, write this down. 100% of this is your responsibility. It's not your upline. It's not your sideline. Listen, let me tell you something. My upline has never done nothing for me but one thing, is show me the opportunity. Years later, he's done about 3 presentations for me. Look, quit asking Tag, you're it. It's not your upline's responsibility. It's not your downline's responsibility. It's not your sideline, your mother, your father, your sister, your dog's responsibility. It's your responsibility. Take 100% responsibility in it. Right or wrong or different, be a leader. I'm tired of everybody getting a freaking trophy just for showing up. And remember, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Number 1, 3 leads a day. Number 2, send out 1 to 3 videos a day. Number 3, follow up and then sign them up. Number 4, qualify them and train them. And number 5, get them to an event or international. It's so simple. God, dog, I'm telling you. So let's go back. Number 3, you are really committed to the goal. And what do you want to give up to go up? Qualify. Number 4, oh, that's right. Number 4, make 1, 2, and 3 really work. You must also be committed all in at all the internationals in 2023. Every international. And number 5, I kind of just do that at you. Number 5, 100% your responsibility. It's 100% your responsibility. So don't play the blame game. Don't get in the resentment game. Don't start talking. No, it's your responsibility. And here's the thing. You have a new day today, a brand new today. And number 6, you can do it. Why not you? Why not you? Why not you? All the leaders that walked the stage at any convention, they're no different. All they did was go out there and just put the head down and went to work. The cruise that we recently on, MD Robinson said, I'm not going. I'm not happy with my numbers. I said, what? Go, I'm not happy with my numbers. The one we last international, well, the regional we went to in Florida, down in Dallas, he had rented a bus, 25 passenger bus. Because why? He's a leader. He said, Miss Thomas, I only got 12 people plus the bus driver sitting there. I got 13 people. And when they announced all the brand new ETLs that go across stage, he told everybody he did like this, get up like a band leader and said, let's all go. They just been in 30 days. He wanted to know what it felt like. Watch this. What it felt like to walk the stage. So they have a clear vision, oh my God, of where they're going. He goes, don't worry about it. When I come back in March next year, I have 2 bus loads. That's a leader. And I sat in a way that I could watch him. I told all my guys, myself, Sam Foster, who sat with us, Joe Marsharp, we just, because I wanted everybody to observe a leader in the audience sitting down with his whole team, 2 rows of people. Joe Marsharp, by the way, welcome back to the United States. I just wanted you to know. And so here again, you can do it. Why not you? It's your time. And last but not least, number 7, I hope and pray that you keep up with us in 2023. I really do. I really do. I hope and pray y'all can keep up. Seriously. Now, what I just gave you works. It worked for me, and it's continued working for me. Now you got the formula. The question is, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to make excuses, or are you going to get your 3 a day? You know, what I want to do real quickly is open the phone lines up, Mr. Brickland, if it's possible. I want a few people just to comment on the first call for the day, for the year. But I'm giving you the formula. I'm giving you the formula. And like a good cake, you can't take out the ingredients. You got to use the ingredients, because otherwise the cake will fall, or it don't taste as good as, no. You got to use these steps. These steps will get you there. Why? Because they're already proven. With that said, anybody, I'm gonna take about 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 response to today's call, because I want you guys to really have checks with commas in them. I want you to really roll your sleeves up and get into it in 2023. Some of you is going to move, and some of you are going to move you out of the way. So any comments on what I talked about this morning? Any comments? The lines are open. What'd you get out of today's call? The lines are open. What'd you get? The lines are open. What'd you get?
Keep foot on the gas. Keep pushing.
Keep pushing. See, some of you, thank you, Mr. BK. See, some of you, you can't stand the pressure. If I push on you, you might break. Some of you, I don't like it. He's always pushing. Am I 3 cups? Yeah, I'm pushing you to make you better. Let me share a story with you. I was down in Dallas, and I was on the 2nd row at TDJ's church. His brother's a good friend of mine. He also was in an organization. And I was there, and he preached a sermon about the baby eagle. And he was talking about the baby eagle. The mother eagle must make the nest uncomfortable by taking out the grass. Otherwise, the baby eagle will never leave, oh my God, never leave home or the nest, because it's too doggone comfortable, like some of us. And the mother takes it out and then pushes the baby eagle, and the father's there to go down and make sure he lands okay. If not, he'll pick it back up, bring it back up to the nest. See, I'm taking out the grass so you guys can get off your backsides and go do something in your life to give that wife the things you promised her, to give your family the things they deserve. But it's going to take you. This is not a job. No, this is an opportunity to make as much or as little as you want to make. It's an opportunity. But if you ain't going to watch it, why would you push yourself, or somebody will give a rat's back in about you call a job, when you got the opportunity to push yourself an hour or 2 a day and make 10 times as much? 10 times as much. Don't tell me. Look around at all the leaders doing what they're doing. If they can do it, why can't you do it? You're nobody different. They're not special. They will go out there and work, outwork you. I've said it before. I will outwork just about everybody on this call. Age ain't got nothing to do with it. It's your work ethic, right there. It's your work ethic. You mean to tell me you can't get out the what? Watch this. The warm comfort of your beautiful home apartment. Oh, I feel so cozy. I'm watching. I got my blanket on. Oh, it's so nice. You mean to tell me you won't get out your comfort zone for an hour or two to go out there and get 5 names and numbers to change your life? Change the car you're driving, change your zip code, change how you fly around the world. I can't talk about that. But anyway, you're telling me you're happy being middle class like everybody else? That just gets my goat when somebody talks like that to me. What are you willing to give up to go up? Who else want to comment? Thank you so much, Mr. Waller. And by the way, sir, how many points you weigh right now? You get it or what? Some of you are mad at me because I push you. Well, no, I'm trying to help you to get better. That way, when you have an organization real large, you know how to lead them. Some of your organizations still the same size it was a year ago. You know why? Because you haven't grown. This is real talk, y'all. I'm trying to get you to move to be that great man or that great woman that God put on this earth to be. As a matter of fact, I gave everybody a homework assignment. You guys go watch General Patton. My mentor, Kenny Trout, loves Patton because Patton was a general. He led from the front. He didn't give a rat's back in when nobody said, him and that ugly dog of his. That's what made him such a great general. Don't you get it? He led from the front, not the back. Next question. Who else got something? Ms. Sherian, go ahead, dear.
Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year, Mr. Thomas. Thank you for the platform. And your training today is in total alignment with ACN's message of being unstoppable this year. So thank you very much for setting the platform for us.
You're welcome, dear. And I expect great things out of you. She's always going through places, getting names and numbers. I expect a lot out of all of you. Look, let me tell you guys, write this down. Let's give Ms. Sharon a hand. That was a great comment. Let me share this with you. You cannot, you write this down. Ms. Boykins, write this down. You cannot do what you did in 2022 and 2023. You can't do it. It won't work. No, it won't work. The bus is about ready to take off. The jet's about ready to leave. The doors are about ready to close. You still trying to do what you did in 2022 and 2023. You will be discovered. Listen, the reason why some of you are going to be discovered. Look, stop hiding. It's quit lying. Quit lying. Quit lying. Quit lying. You're only lying to yourself. Quit the lying. Today is the beginning for you. Today, you got a new day. Do something to change it. Quit lying. Quit making excuses. My Lord. Look, this ain't Amway. Let me loosen up a little. But come on, y'all. How do you feel when you see these guys and girls walk across stage looking a little bit better than you do, making all this income, and doing very well in their life? And you should say to yourself, if they can do it, I can do it. So if we move from our pride and ego state of mind into a learning and be osmosis and learning, and then implementing what we learn from somebody who's already done it twice for 30 years, I think that's just common sense. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. My mentor always tell me, well, I'm a billionaire. I don't know, Al. I mean, you tell me, I don't know. Maybe I've done it wrong all these years. And he'd have me laughing, Sharon, just like I'm laughing. He would say that to me. So I'm a billionaire, and I don't know. It may work. I don't know. You tell me, Al. I don't. So I'm saying the same thing to you guys. After all this time, I don't. I'm giving you the formula, but will you go do it? Next, one or two persons, real quickly.
Mr. Thomas, yeah, Al
yes,
Randolph over California. Yeah,
strong.
Yeah, strong. For the platform and basically you have given us the blueprint, and all we have to do is just take action and encompass discipline, right? Because is and you just can't care. You just got to do it. Just do it. And I really thank you for this skill set. Okay.
You're welcome, sir. You said it's skill set. Now I'm gonna give you guys a bonus today. I'm gonna give you a bonus. First of all, I'm gonna give you a bonus. There's 4 kind of people you need to cut out of your life. Uh-oh. 4 kind of people you need to cut out of your life. Number 1, people who think small. Woo! People who think small. And write this down in parentheses. Be careful of those who you share your dreams with. It might be your wife, your husband, significant other, your girl, whoever, the dog, the cat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because they think small don't mean you got to think small. Remember, God gave you a gift, which is called AC, and it's up to you to do with something with the gift. And if you're around people that think small, you become small. I started this off now in Japan every year. I shared this the other day. In Japan every year at Christmas time, the owner of this corporation would give all his executives little wooden dolls, and inside the doll was a scroll. And inside each scroll it said this: if each of us hire a person smaller than we think, we will become a company of dwarfs. But if each of us hire somebody greater thinking than we are, we'll become a company of giants. See, I want nothing but giants around me. I can't stand small-minded people around me. You know, eagles hang with other eagles. You never see a churkey, a buzzard hang out with an eagle? Eagle hang with other. You don't see a dove or pigeon? No, I don't have this kind of people around me. So you gotta eliminate people who think small around you. You gotta eliminate them. Hey, I get around my family the holidays too, like some of you. And mine are, think like that, and they're buzzards. And I get prayed up, and I go spend an hour or two, and I gotta go. I gotta go. Number two, naysayers, people that always talking negative. Every time you see them, they're always negative. The back of the head look better than their face coming towards you. The back of the head leaving you look better than their face coming towards you. Naysayers, always negative. You can't do that. That stuff. Your uncle did it. Your daddy did it. Naysayers, stay away from them. Cut them from your life. Hot air balloon can't go up with all the baggage around it. You got to cut the cord. Get away from naysayers. Number three, people who do not have real life experiences. People with no real life experiences. Never done it. I swear, y'all get me upset. Y'all get me crazy now. I go online to all these guys who are supposed to be life coaches. I ain't but 21 years old. But you know about life. You barely still got milk on your breath and crumbs around your mouth. Talking about life coach. Who you got? You only need 3 people who've done something to follow. Follow all these so-called coaches. You barely get out of a brown paper bag with a knife in their hand. Come on, coach. People with no real life experiences. There's so many of them on the internet these days. They've never done it. They have no experience. They read a book and they tell you what to go do. Whoo! And the last one, number 4, jealous people. Oh my God. Jealous people. They only think about themselves. They don't see you being very successful. They're cowards. I'll say it again. They're flat out cowards. They want to be around people that make them look good and feel good. And you ain't one of them because you got dreams, you got goals, you got desires, you got a commitment. You're going to the top and you're putting the time in. An hour or 2 a day will get you. Listen, I've always said an hour or 2 a day will get you away from a job. An hour or 2 a day, faithfully. My goodness. So let's recap. Cut these 4 kind of people out of your life. People think small. I can't stand small-minded people. When I drove into that house, you seen the house on the video, the 8,000 square foot house, the 4-car garage, that's my place. When I drove up to it, I said, that's my house. Because it had a pyramid on each side of the driveway. On top, I said, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. And the real estate lady looked at me like, you crazy. You haven't seen the inside. I said, no, I'm in a pyramid deal. This is my house. It was a big house. For the first 6 months, my mother come visit. She kept watching everything at the vegetable bin. She said, honey, as big as this house is, you think they have a bigger sink? I said, Mom, that's the vegetable. The sink's over there. Stay away from small-minded, small-thinking people because they can't go where God's got you going this year. They can't go there. Naysayers, stay away from them. Anybody who's not lifting you up, patting you on the back, inspiring you to do it, go for it. Just do it. Art Williams, just do it. They do it. And if they're not going that way, you just leave them flat out where they're at. Look, I've cut several friends from my life in the last 6 months. A lot of naysayers, I had to cut them. They didn't hurt me, but I realized by being around them, what does that make me look like? You hang around a jerk, guess what? You becoming a jerk. You hang around alcoholics, pretty soon, guess what? You become out. Yeah. And reject people. Listen, Do not listen to nobody. James Clark, nobody's got life experiences. They never done it. Why am I listening to this person? Common sense. You little joker, you ain't never gonna tell me how to go do something you ain't never done it. Oh my God, no experiences. No experiences. No experience. What's that you holding up, David in low? Next, jealous people, jealous people, jealous people. The jealous, you should say, there you go, Art Williams. There you go. There you go. Just do it, Art Williams. I'm gonna do a lot of training with him this year. We're gonna do, oh my God. Jealous people can't stand you because you're doing something. Well, you know, Diane Barker, she's gonna do that ACN thing. She's gonna make all this money. Yeah. You know, Rick K, he think he all that in the back. Yeah, you know, Maria Estrada, you know, she thinks she gonna, hey, shoot, Miss Jones down there in South Carolina, you know, I think she, yeah, that Sherry, yeah, girl, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that Diane and Key Hayes, yeah, you know, they think they gonna get, and they're still broker than a joke. Yeah, they think they're gonna do something. You know, Miss McClay, yeah, they, you know, Paul M, yeah, he ain't going nowhere, girl. I'm telling you something. You know, I know. Yeah, that's exactly why. That's exactly why we are cutting you from the team. That's exactly why we're cutting you out, because you're negative. You're like oh my God, you're like a virus. We got to cut you out. You're bad. You're bad. Got to cut you out. Oh my Lord. Ooh. Who's in your life you got to cut out? They're like a bad virus, just carrying them, but cancer. Next thing you know, they cancer. Next thing, 3 or 4 other people in your organization's cancer. Because, hey, did you talk to so-and-so about so-and-so? What happened? Love to carry the negative around. And next thing you know, you look down, you got 4 people missing from your organization because you allowed the cancer to creep in. And now your team went from 100 down to 30. No, leaders go and cut the cancer out. Hey, I like you, but I got to go. You ain't, we ain't vibing on the same, Gotta go. And see, it's okay. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna give you a story. I'm gonna end it with this story. See, every day in Africa, a gazelle must hit the ground running because it knows it's got to eat something or to die. Every day in Africa, there's a lion that's got to hit the ground running. Why? It's got to eat something. If not, it's gonna die. Ooh, Lord. Watch this. That's why I love watching Animal Kingdom. I watched three Animal Kingdoms yesterday. Yesterday was so peaceful, quiet. Because it teaches me a lot about human behavior. Go watch some of these animal sites and kingdom sites. I love it. Where's the leaders of the pack? Always in front, leading the troops. Always in front. The General Pattons, always in front, leading the herd. And then you got the downline, and the way in the back, you got the naysayers, the cancer ones, the ones who's talking small. Why they going this way? Why don't ACN do that? Naysayers. Oh man, I don't know why he doing that. I'm just telling he call himself a leader. Always always the back of the herd. And then all of a sudden you hear the pss, pss, over in the bush. Pss, pss. And all of a sudden the little naysayer, what's that in the bush? I don't know. Let's go check it out, Freddie Sherman. And they go into the bush and the lion's right there. And the lion got the naysayers, carrying them off and they're eating them. And all of a sudden, the next bend, the rest of the herd saying, what happened to Billy? What happened to Billy? The lions got him. The lions got him. The lions got him. The naysayers are always the end of the pack, the back of the pack, complaining, why don't ACN do this? Why don't Al Thomas do this? Why don't Mr. Chris King do this? Why don't Jabri Clemens do that? Why? But they never did jack in their life but complain. And then, guess what happens? Here's what this is called. Write this down. This is called, Christina B., the clearing out of the herd. There it is. The what? Mr. Mills, the clearing out. Tracy Gilmore, the clearing out of the herd. What do you mean? Natalie, it's the clearing out of the herd. What does that mean? What does that mean? Kenneth Roberts, the clearing out of the herd. What are you talking about? Well, see, you got to clean the herd out. You got to get rid of the bad stuff so you can make room for growth. Oh my goodness. You got to clear out the negative, the bad ones, to make room for growth for the bigger herd to get bigger. Oh my God. So I get it, Mr. Thomas. That's why so-and-so left ACN, so I can have more room for new people. Yes. Oh, I get why so-and-so's not doing ACN. You had to clear them out so you can make more room for, yes. Don't you realize the birth of a cow is a blessing from God? I mean, the herd is the multiplying out. Oh, let's do it another way. You go to the farm, and all of a sudden, why do the farmer, especially people in Fresno, farm, because they do farming in Fresno, why do they prune? Oh, there's the word again. Why do they prune? Oh, there's the word again. Prune, cutting out, cutting away, cutting away, cutting away, cutting away, cutting away, cutting away, cutting away. Why do they prune a tree? So it can come back stronger. They prune a tree so it can come back stronger. I go to Fresno when harvest and time is coming. I see when they prune the tree back. Yeah, they're getting ready for a bigger harvest next year. Why? They got to prune back. Don't you understand? Some of y'all have just pruned back people in your downline you don't need to have. So to make room for those that won't ACN, my biggest prayer every morning, God, send the ones who want me and won't ACN, and those I can bless with the opportunity. The rest of them, let them fall away. Don't even let them come close to me. Shield them from me in the name of Jesus. Get them away from me. Man, God, you guys understand how life is? I can't stand to be around negative people. I'll give you $5, get the heck out of my face. Oh my God. Mr. Thomas. Yeah, I'm telling you the truth. Cut them out. Cut them out. Cut them out. Ladies and gentlemen, I think God saw a way for me to talk today rather than Miss Woods, and I hope she keep her in prayer. But I'm here to tell you, the naysayers, small-minded people, people with no life experiences, people that are jealous, cut them out. I'm telling you, these things I gave you everything you need to do to become successful in 2023. If you guys got a chance, go back to the channel and watch my first training of last year. That set the mode. That set the stage, because we're going somewhere. Half y'all on the call won't be going with us. I hate to say it that way. I'm just being real, because you'll weed yourself out. Because why? You'll get upset, won't go do the basic things I give you. And everything I'll give you today, those 5 steps, every person on this call could do. Every one of you could do it. And here's the funny part. The more you do it, easier it becomes. But some of you won't do it because that's who you are.